What up, Dokkaners? Lately, you guys have been asking me how many stones would be enough for the worldwide download celebration, and frankly, I don't have an answer for that. And then you guys have also been asking how many stones will we be earning during the worldwide download celebration, and unfortunately, I don't have a precise answer for that either. We just don't know, because at the moment, we really don't have anything to go on other than the fact that it's going to be cooler Goku, and if anything, it would be around the same amount of stones that we got last year. So today's video is just going to simply be a review of last year's worldwide download, and we're simply going to just shoehorn in whatever the things that we think will eventually be in those spots. But in general, when it comes to Dokkan, when it comes to predicting stones, whatever the case may be, whatever celebration you're looking at, just assume that it'll generally be at the same level or higher. They would never go in the opposite direction, because that is not the sign of profiting and growth and just the general sense of giving back. That would not be a good look for Dokkan, or any gacha game for that matter. They should always be giving back more as they earn more, and this is their best opportunity to do those types of things. So let's look at the Dragonstone count for last year. For worldwide last year, for the Goku Frieza, 1123 stones. So a little over 1100 stones is what we were. Oh wait, actually that's Japan. Sorry, that's JP. For global, probably like 1250. Oh, what the heck, 1100? Dang. So JP got more. That's a new one. I don't recall JP getting more stones than. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Shout out to JP. They don't often get more stones anyway, so that's a win for them. Anyway, global JP will be getting at least 1100 stones, if not more so. In terms of like the nitty gritty, I could have just gone through all these. We really can't do that because we don't know what's exactly going to be in there. We don't even know the theme of the celebration yet. Like, is it Goku cooler, or is it movie bosses versus heroes? You know, it's really too hard to tell. So there's going to be a lot of uncertainty here, but I'm sure like whatever they omit, they'll make up for it in other events. So like whatever happens, we'll be getting a healthy amount of content. So there's no worry about that. We'll just go through and see what they got, and then we'll just, you know, plug and chug. So looking at last year, movie, of course, we'll get a movie. We'll get a login bonus, special missions, yada, yada, yada. The banners, it's still so funny to me. Super Saiyan Goku is going to be literally the exact same Super Saiyan Goku, except he's going to have lighter hair, and he's going to have a little bit more definition in his face. That's going to be the only difference. And then Frieza called his brother. What's his name? Kura. That's right. Kura. He's whose brother is he? Oh yeah, Frieza's brother. That's right. That's right. We got the new Dokkan event stages. So for this one, I think what's going to happen is they're going to give a stage 3 to this event, because this one's only had 2, and the last time it was updated was last year, which will be funny. So they'll probably give that one a new one, and then they'll probably just give the cooler event, which has been a long time coming, like a 4th stage, I think, whatever that is. We got the dual Dokkan festival, so tickets A and tickets B. So that's going to be starting during part 1. We got the co-op campaign. Co-op campaign stuff is pretty much the same. Like, all the social media stuff will generally be the same, so there's not much sense in talking about that. Purunga's Dragon Ball Wishes. So this is going to be a great thing for new players, especially. These are the sorts of rewards you can gain from it, and while this may not be at the same level in terms of hype as the All-Star event, we've sort of been spoiled by that. Just keep in mind, this is for much smaller quantity of work. This is still a pretty good haul, so a lot of merit in every single one of these choices. We'll talk more about this in an upcoming video when we actually get all the missions and everything out. So yeah, Purunga's campaign is going to be there. That's dope. We got the Memorial Stones, so that's going to be fun. Can't wait to see where we all stack up with one another. God Dragon Stone, Special Stone, so the free one, the paid one, Dragonstone sales. So this is, you know, where things start to change. We got 2 story events. Are they going to simply do the exact same thing this year and just, you know, swap the frame or the narrative? Is it going to be in the eyes of the hero, in the eyes of the villain? Are they going to be doing this for just the movie? Are they going to do something else? We don't know, but it's probably safe to assume that we'll be getting something here. Goku was on the first one, Zarbon was on the second one, so they got to give us some more free-to-play units. Courage to the Max, this was basically a daily meat grinding event. You just get a bunch of meat from it, so that's good. Here's a question. Like, for the free-to-play teams, we've got obviously Bardock and Ginyu Force. Both units were structured around the week. They were meant for easily accessible, free-to-play friendly, new playing type of players, right? Or new Dokkaning type of players. But now that these 2 events or these 2 teams are fully maxed out, where do we go from here? The only one that I can think of would be theoretically the Meta Cooler Army. I don't think there's another team that's free and farmable that's like these guys in terms of diversity. So I don't know if the Meta Cooler Army might be too soon. Maybe it is. Maybe they do that, just to sort of like plant the idea of Goku versus Cooler and then just continue that in part 2. I don't know, but I feel like that's like the next best option here. And then I could also update the trial towards New Horizons, because I think this sort of an event is reserved for free-to-play teams that have like a complete spectrum of representation. So we'll see what that ends up being. Boss Rush obviously will be coming back. Prime Battle, story events, yada yada yada. Extreme Z areas, blah 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 blah. Guinea Force and Team Bardock special training, sure. All hidden potential activation. Now this is great because this means you can earn more orbs every single day. This is always a massive W. Dokkan Fest level EZA. It's either going to be Cooler or Goku. Mark your words. Mark your calendars. Mark my words. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be SCR Cooler right here, and then the second one will be the Namek Goku. Collection of epic battles. I don't think we're gonna get an update for this one because the collection of epic battles is inherently meant for saga leads. And Cooler is not a saga leader. He is not the apex of any particular arc. He is an OVA non-canonical character. So I don't really know if we're going to be seeing a collection of epic battles update during this celebration, or maybe they do and they just choose not to keep it on theme with everything else. It's always possible. So I'm going to give that one a big if. We also have an Ultimate Clash, whatever theme that ends up being. Well, it'll be themed around that. We don't know at the moment. Peton. So that's all for part 1. Let's move over to part 2 here and let's take a look at part 2. So part 2 gives us the double legendary summon. So obviously the banner is going to be a lot nicer this time because they have revamped the actual banners for legendary summons. But the question is, what are the banner units going to look like? Is it going to be superhero? Is it going to be meta cooler? We don't know. So whatever it ends up being, it will be related to the theme. We got a story event returning. The Bulma event, this is the event that gives you a ton of stones. Now, we don't know exactly how many stones we're going to be getting, but it's safe to assume it's going to be at least around this ballpark. Now, in terms of the narrative, what's the story behind this? Bulma, I believe, if I remember correctly, was simply just hiding in the cave, waiting for things to sort of boil over on planet Namek as everybody else was fighting. She's just staying out of sight. So I would imagine this could be something similar where like Gohan and Goku are trapped in that cave, trying to stay away from Cooler after Cooler just whooped on Goku. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's something else. We'll see. If you have any ideas, feel free to share it in the comments. Breakthrough enemy lines. This is the win-lose campaign. Each side gets a free-to-play unit. If you win, you get something. If you lose, you get something else. Depending on whichever unit is better, JP almost always, not almost, they literally always get what they want. So if the better unit is the lose, they will do whatever it takes to lose so that they can pick up that reward. So, and then ultimately the next year you will receive the other one. So no harm, no foul. Personal missions, blah, blah, blah. Breaking the Siege. This might perhaps be my most highly anticipated event in the game. Not this one specifically, but whatever they do for Worldwide 2022, because this was the unique event meant for the original or the 350 Worldwide Download Celebration. Since then, we've never seen a return of this event, and I very much liked it. If you guys didn't know, this is basically like a very condensed Super Battle Road. Well, actually, not even that. It's more like a condensed Legendary Goku event with Super Battle Road elements. You have 2 to 3 turns. No, you have 3 turns to clear phase 1 and 2. You have 2 turns to clear stage 3 and 4, and you have 1 turn to clear stage 5. So basically, it's like what Bardock was going through when he was fighting off all those minions in space, trying to hold off the Frieza army. So it's kind of like that. And it was actually a very fun challenge. I remember a lot of people having some fun with this, and I kind of wish that we had this event back. So I'm hoping they bring this back for players to work on, for old players to reminisce, for new players to earn stones, and for everyone to have generally a good time. I think this would be a great thing to bring back. Zenny Galore, Mysterious Kai Ritual, another free-to-play story event with another free-to-play unit. Guru's Guidance as well, blah, 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 blah. New Dokkan Festival, basically the antithesis of the previous one. So if we got Cooler for the last one, Namek Goku would be an appropriate response. Collection of Epic Battles Part 2. Then we got the Golden Week. And then I think there's one more part. The last part, I think it's just the LR EZA. It is. The LR Full Power Frieza. So I'm predicting it's going to be Full Power Frieza as the lead, or as the EZA. So yeah, if you guys agree, cool. We're on the same page. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Then we also got the easy area for all the free-to-play units that were obtained throughout the story events. So could we maybe see some new story events giving us new units? We'll have to wait and find out. But other than that, and Chain Battle, that is pretty much it for the worldwide download in terms of a preview. Obviously, when we learn more, I will do a more in-depth breakdown of the current campaign for worldwide, and we'll see just how many stones we can receive. But for now, just assume that you will be earning around 1,100 Dragon Stones. That's a pretty good amount. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments a couple of things. Number one, if you add 1,100 stones to your stone count right now, and assuming you don't summon on anything, what would your stone count be with these extra stones? And then the second question is, did I say anything that was utter gibberish? Because there's a chance I might have fallen asleep during the making of this video. Pretty sure I did. So let me know those two things in the comments down below, and then anything else you want to talk about as well. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Good. Thanks again. Stay tuned. And remember to Dokkan responsibly. Good night.